Watch how I turn this plain brown beer bottle into a really cool steampunk decor. It was super simple to make something that I think turned out really awesome. So I just cleaned off the beer bottle and then I took some hot glue and basically just drew some designs on it. I wanted a lot of curvy shapes. I made some little flowers. I just did it freeform until I was happy with the design, but you could also sketch something out and even trace it onto the bottle with a pen, because I'm going to paint it afterwards. Once the glue hardened, I gave it a coat of white acrylic gesso primer, and once that dried completely, after about a day or so, I'm going to give it a coat of black paint over the whole thing. So the black paint is also black acrylic paint from Apple Barrel. Done painting, I'll let that dry. I also want to make a top for this bottle so it doesn't look so much like a beer bottle. So I'm going to take a gear and make it out of foam clay. I bought the foam clay and the gear mold on Amazon, and I'm going to use some cornstarch to lube up the mold so that the clay doesn't stick to it, and then I will glue it with the tacky glue. I also want to paint this gear, so I'm going to use the black acrylic paint from Apple Barrel that I used earlier and just give it a coat of black paint. The last step is to brush on or dab on or rag on some silver. Today I'm going to be using a round brush and sort of dabbing it with the round brush after I get a good bit of the silver off. So the silver paint is Rust-Oleum metallic latex paint. This is my favorite silver paint. I've tried a few other kinds, and it is just so metallic compared to some other silver paints. I'm trying for a sort of antique look, so I am trying to be a little sparing with the silver paint. I sort of did one side a little more silver and one side a little less silver, and that way I can turn it around depending on what my mood is. I did add a little more black into some of the areas that were a little too silver, which is one nice thing about painting. You can always just repaint it as many times as you want to. And I love the way this turned out. It looks so steampunk, and it's going to look really nice amongst some of my other steampunk items. Thanks so much for watching.